Welcome back to another episode of The Market Take, breaking down what's happening around the world in the markets and in crypto.
And if you like being informed about this kind of stuff, please consider subscribing to our channel. And if you do watch our content and you're not sure if you're subscribed, please double check. A lot goes into making these videos, and we get super motivated when we see that people are interested. So yeah, thank you.
And welcome back to another episode of The Market Take. What was that over there, dude? I think we got the tail end of that, bud. Are you okay?
Did you see that? Yeah, I'm
Uh,
all right.
that was weird. Anyway,
Got the bunch of
welcome back
clues, that's all that means.
to another episode of The Market Take. The day is December 8th. Wow, guys, the year's almost over. 2025. Mid-year.
Flew by, guys.
Mid.
It's been gone for a minute, bro. It's been gone for a minute.
He's not committed. He's not committed.
Dude, my hair is weird on here though. Like it's dark right here, and then it's light right here. Kind of weird.
I was gonna say something crazy, but then I realized we're on live stream. Anyways, Pierce, what's up, man? Elliot, what's up, man? Yeah, who is the guy on the left? Guys, who had Topshot? Topshot.
Topshot.
Come on,
Like
Mr.
NBA
NFT.
Topshot.
Yeah, NBA Topshot.
NBA Topshot. No, why? Talk to me about it.
Breaking. This isn't even on the talking point notes, buddy. Breaking. This is a breaking.
Shit. Oh shit.
As of 40 minutes ago, 42 minutes ago, per my email, I have a legal notice of class action settlement from Topshop. Our records indicate you have an NBA Topshot account and may be entitled to a payment from a class action settlement. Yada, 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 yada. Quite a bit in there. Saying you may be entitled to anywhere from $36 to $122 per member. If you would like this email and you had a Topshop account, let me know. Yes, Justin.
Are you saying Top Shot or Top Shop?
Top Shot.
Like, are we talking about
NBA Topshot, the NFTs?
Oh, dang.
Topshot.
Dang.
Yeah,
I'm getting alerted right now. Massive bonk volume spike signal. Something big is coming. Ooh, shoot.
Are you having a raging clue right now?
Yeah, dude. I was telling.
Can I call John off real quick and tell him that you're having a raging clue?
Sure. Why don't you call him? Call him and tell him I have a raging clue.
Okay. John, we are currently live streaming right now, and Justin is having a raging clue. So I thought that I needed to tell you because I know how we like to get together about these raging clues. It's a raging clue about bonk, you said?
I got a raging clue about bonk. Anyways, but
raging clue about bonk.
It's not even that big of a clue.
What happened?
I don't got
What's
enough
going on
clue.
with bonk?
There's not enough clue glue. There's no details behind it. It's all very cryptic right now.
You don't have any clue glue with it?
No, not enough. It's
it's not enough to stick. It's not sticky enough.
Yeah, it's not spiking, it's not going off the charts.
Okay, so it's not like a raging clue. It was just like it was like a tickling clue.
Yeah, like you know what I'm talking. You know that feeling you get when you see, you're like, ooh, like and it wasn't like
where you get that first like whoa,
and you're not bricked up all the way, just like a little move.
Quarter clue. There we go. Yeah,
not even quarter. Like maybe
maybe like it's the kind of clue that
like you feel it in your
kind of clue when you were at like a 0% clue.
Yeah, you feel it in your plums a little bit, but like it's not like
feels heavy a little bit. It feels like a heavy clue.
Not even just a little movement.
Dude, hey, we just lost the whole audience. Can we get back to the show?
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh man. All right. So guys, the world does not get any calmer at all. Japan, at the time that we were doing the research for today's episode, which was about 4 hours ago now, Japan had an earthquake. About 90,000 residents had to evacuate. This happened in the region right under Sapporo, across from Hokkaido or something like that. I'm totally saying it wrong. So way northeast of Tokyo and stuff.
mm,
Uh, but meteorologists are saying that they could see waves up to like 10 foot high. Uh, that could obviously cause some serious damage. But then it
mm.
seemed that the waves had kind of calmed down. But some of the experts are saying that they could see more and more earthquakes and tsunamis come from this one. So pretty big earthquakes, 7.5 magnitude. It's pretty dang big.
Speaking of Japan, dude, I mean, I'm just gonna put my first of all, we had one of our own in Japan, and it looks like they escaped by they literally landed in the USA from Japan.
Mm,
Mm. But anyway,
mm.
speaking of Japan, I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on right over here because I don't know if you guys know, but Japan and China are beefing, and they're beefing hard. I wouldn't say hard, like Thailand and Cambodia are, and we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Why? What's the
they're
beef?
they're playing war games with each other. Uh,
Mm.
just recently, so if you lock your radar on like an adversary's like military equipment, aircraft, whatever, that is a threatening move. And China did that to one of Japan's scrambled fighter jets, I believe. And China is saying, oh, they're interfering with our military exercises, this and that. Um, so they were locking on their radar. When you lock on when you lock on with something with radar, if you don't know, this is how this is how missiles and stuff lock on to to objects through radio frequencies, pretty much, or laser designation too. But that's how a lot of military weaponry locks onto other assets or military assets. So it was definitely a sign of show of force. Yeah, that's what's going on right now.
Speaking of war, Ukraine, Russia, small little updates going on from over there. Where do I even get into this? It seems like the EU has taken a page out of the US playbook. They are basically now backing Zelensky with money. I'm sorry, potentially backing Zelensky with money. It was going to be put to vote today. Um, and basically, what they're trying to do is the EU and the UK are basically going to take the frozen Russian pounds that were confiscated
Mm,
with the sanctions and
mm,
basically loan that out to Ukraine and then also give that out just to give out not as a loan. So, we saw that a lot with the lot we saw that a lot with the last administration in the US. Now we're seeing that in the EU and the US. Something also that happened with that was that Trump in the White House basically kind of wrote up like a peace deal, and what they wanted was for Zelensky to bring up the details of the peace deal in that meeting today, and I guess he didn't do it. So the Trump administration is a bit upset by that. Um, you know, it sounds like Russia just wants the area of Donbass, which is which is its like bordering area. Putin was saying if they don't agree to give us all of Donbass, which they've already conquered 70%, Ukraine only has 30% of the area left. Putin was saying if they don't give it to us, we're gonna end up taking it over anyway. And if they don't come to deals, then we're slowly just gonna keep taking more and more away as we go. And then on top of that, Russia and Ukraine have been going back with each other. Drone strikes. Ukraine hitting Russia, Russia hitting Ukraine. But the protective shield that goes over the radioactive disruptor that blew up in Chernobyl got hit by one of those drones. Now, that shield's been up for like 38, 40 years, something like that. It needs to be sealed for 100 years just so the radioactive levels can dwindle down enough so people can safely work at dismantling the rest of it. So that shield got broken, and it's basically like leaking now. There's a contaminant. Now, Chernobyl is only about a 2 to 3 hour drive from Ukraine. Now, I know it's like 2.5, 3 hours from Chernobyl to get to Kiev, and for outer Ukraine, it's like 2 hours, even less. So not too far away. Don't know how they're gonna fix that, but I had this written down here. According to the International Atomic Energy Agency, the IAEA, has confirmed it has lost its primary function of containing radioactive materials. So Chernobyl is spewing. Okay, it's not spewing, but it is giving off radioactive dust right now. So what's going on is those nuclear reactors, and I had a cool little science lesson that I learned today. Those nuclear reactors make what's called corium, which is like it looks extremely similar to lava. It looks like plasma / lava. Um, that stuff dries up after a while, right? That dried up stuff looks very similar to dried up lava, but it's more like silver. That stuff, after decades, slowly starts to chip away and it gets into the dust. Now, most of the chemicals are considered highly radioactive up to about 30 to 40 years. And the shield just got damaged at around, I think, 30 to 40 years. Don't know if it's coincidental or not. And then hold on one sec. And then those chemicals start to get much less radioactive at 100 years, but some of the chemicals in there are going to be radioactive for 400 years plus. And then there's one of them called uranium-238 that takes like 2 billion years to go away, but that's not like harmful to humans.
Yeah,
You were
I
gonna
was
say
gonna
something,
say
Justin?
some of these radioactive materials have like really, it's called half lives. Have
Right.
like really long half lives and everything. You know, as man, as far as like radioactive dust, that's a shame. I don't know how far the dust could travel. I don't know how heavy the material is, but it did definitely a possibility, man.
Yeah.
Um, you
So they got
know,
to fix that. Because that stuff is just like leaking. But that's scary. That's scary.
yeah,
Man,
yeah,
I
no,
was
for
getting
sure.
into the nuclear energy stuff. Like, I fell into like a rabbit hole today. I was like, this is
Dude,
crazy. I started
that's so
to,
crazy because so
uh,
was I. There's this really good nuclear engineer that I watch on YouTube all the time now, and I've been seeing his shorts come up, and like he like gives you a realistic breakdown of like because a lot of this nuclear stuff is very over dramatic and dramatized, and he
mhm.
gives you like a realistic breakdown of everything, especially with like nuclear weapons. But yeah, dude, I mean, have you seen that Chernobyl show on Netflix?
No, but dude, I'm gonna start it tonight. I saw the first like episode and like half of the second episode, but then ended up not following through with it. But now I'm gonna rewatch it because I went all over all the ghost cities, all the cities that are like no one lives in it anymore in the town of Pripyat and shit. It was like crazy stuff, dude.
Dude, that
It's
show's
good.
so good, man. It's so good. I might rewatch it. I don't know. It's really good. You should definitely watch it.
Wow, up there with Band of Brothers. That's saying something. I'm gonna hold you to that. If you're wrong, I'm gonna be pretty upset.
Dude, it's it's honestly really good. You got to watch it. But yeah, man, I mean, speaking of nuclear stuff, Trump's ramping up nuclear testing again. World's in shambles about it. You know,
I didn't
they
hear about
think
that one.
it's yeah, well, they think it because he announced on True Social like he does with everything, and then the last time he brought it up again was literally on Air Force One in the middle of a flight to a news reporter. But he's they're ramping up nuclear testing, weapons testing again. As far as it being like blast testing, that's there's no confirmation on that. But yeah, I mean, dude, people are having like Cold War era speculations on it and arguments on it and saying, oh, this could happen. I don't know if you know, Arthur, but okay, we live in Las Vegas and in the Yucca Mountains, right above us in Nevada, that's where they do a lot of the nuclear testing.
I just saw military helicopters flying crazy low the other day when I was out smoking.
Is it
Crazy.
called Yucca Mountains? Yucca
I don't
Mountain?
know.
Yeah, Yucca Mountain. That's where they do a lot of that's where they dump a lot of nuclear waste. That's where they do nuclear testing. People don't realize that. That's why we're all rerees.
Dude, Vegas does have some of the craziest secretive stuff. Like, for example, like so many people don't know that we have one of the most tactical Justin, what's the word? It's not first response, it's like the higher like the special operations that like get into the strip if there's like a like active shooter or like a terrorist threat.
Oh, you're talking about like individual hotels that have quick reaction
No,
teams,
no, I'm talking about about the whole like strip. Like we have like one of the first we have like one of the craziest like
like a
first
SWAT team.
response like reaction teams. No, dude, it's like higher than SWAT.
Well, it could be like a hostage rescue team. Could be, dude. There's so many tactical groups.
Some of those guys would come and talk to us in nightlife. Like you remember like every few years about like the terrorist stuff, like see something, say something.
Yeah, dude. I mean that's Department of Homeland Defense. I mean, Department of Homeland Defense has like a bunch of like has like a bunch of obviously offices and headquarters like everywhere. Pretty much in every state.
Yeah.
But
Indian Springs base, where's that one? Do you know that one, Justin?
uh Indian Springs, that's where the prison is. That's like that's crazy. There's nuclear testing at Indian Springs. Isn't that where the prison is too? YF? Yeah, dude. But honestly, on that to be on that topic real quick, I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of these hotels have and you've seen them walking around, right? Like a lot of these hotels and casinos have it's called ERT, emergency response teams. But within the emergency response teams, there's like these hotels actually have their own SWAT forces too. Like if shit really hits the fan, they've got go guys waiting to like literally sweep in. And they work for the hotel. They strictly work for like MGM's got them, Wynn's got them, and Caesar's got them for sure.
Mm.
Bro, the Caesars guys, dude, they're all tacked out.
Mm.
Yeah, but no, like yeah, it definitely goes in layers. And then FBI obviously has like HRT, which is like their special forces. Uh, you know, there's I mean I could go on and on. BORTAC for Border Patrol, and Homeland Defense. Like,
I brought up Justin's favorite topic and genre of about everything.
yeah.
Dude,
Uh,
yo, guys, Justin knows so much about like the SEALs, like all the secret departments, this and that. But this guy a couple weeks ago said there was a female Navy SEAL before. I was like,
Shut
buddy,
the
how do
fuck
you know?
up. Shut up.
Dude,
Shut the fuck up. You're such
I
a
said
piece of
that.
shit.
Okay. I knew that was gonna rattle you so hard.
To be fair though, and don't do ooh, because there's no way you would never know this.
I
If you
knew.
guys don't know, Navy SEALs have two different layers, right? You have you have SEAL teams, and then you have like development group, which is like the tier 1 aspect of SEALs. And then within development group, there's different squadrons that go by colors, right? It's either like it's gold, silver, black, blue, and red. Green. If you ever hear the term green team, that just means they're training for tier 1. They're not. That's not. That's the training pipeline for development group. But black team, right? Black team is very special. Like they're more of like on the intelligence side too, right? So they actually have like they pull from everywhere for people that work for black team. They're not necessarily all Navy SEALs. Some of them are like female intelligence officers that work in SEAL Team 6.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Knew that. Did not know that. That's wait. So are the colors not necessarily ranking, but just different? Like I don't know if niches is the right word, but different.
Like, do they specialize in something different
Right.
each
Exactly.
team? So a lot of it's regional too. Like a lot of it will be regional, and then some do like specialize in some things, right? Like for example, one team could be where they focus more so on like the hostage rescue aspect. Another team could be focused on something else. But a lot of it could be regional too. At the end of the day, they're kind of like all capable of doing the same thing.
Mm. All right. Anyway, you want to tell us about, since you're the military expert, you want to tell us about the air raids in Cambodia,
I mean,
around the border?
there's other, yeah, we could talk about it, but guys, Thailand and Cambodia are going at it. Thailand's been bombing the border of Cambodia and Thailand lately. They're beefing over like super old historical territorial beef, like territory. Um, and yeah, some civilians got killed, and thousands of people had to move. And it's literally like a century old territorial dispute, and that's all that is. And dude, a lot of people don't know this, but like in these parts of the world, like Thailand and Cambodia, even Pakistan and India, a lot of these soldiers are stationed at the border, right? And these soldiers will like clash from time to time. Sometimes they won't even shoot each other. They'll just like go across the border and just beat the hell out of each other. And like that's how they clash. And sometimes it like escalates. But yeah, like, and they've been doing this for 100 years, man. But yeah.
That sounds like a doozy.
So we got that going on.
What's up with all these like very similar countries that are bordering each other, just pop, 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 pop right now? It's all over every part of the world,
I know.
except America and Canada, and like America and Mexico.
Right? Can you imagine that sort? I mean, dude.
There's like crazy stuff going on right now in Africa too, but I didn't want to keep talking about all the crazy wars that were going on.
Bro, Sudan. Oh my god. Crazy. There's
Rwanda right now too, Madagascar.
Dude, Zimbabwe. Bro, these kids in Zimbabwe have to go to school at night, I think, right? And they have to like walk in total darkness, and 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 they have to like literally study and do their work with lanterns. Like that's how far set back they are. They got no power. The electricity.
And then you got like space space subways in China. Fody and I were just talking about how high tech China is right now compared to like the States, and like, you know, how high tech Dubai is, or anywhere really in the UAE is, compared to the States. And you know, if we're supposed to be one of the like the quote unquote richest, even though we have the most debt, but one of the richest and most powerful countries, we're really slacking on the tech.
You know what it is, dude?
I don't.
It's honestly unions. Well, it's
What?
honestly, yeah, think about it. Like, and I'm not anti-union, guys. I'm not. But unions control a lot of how work is done in this nation, right? If there's ever so a threat to a human being replaced, a union is going to step in and put up a fight, right? This
It's
you
true.
just saw this happen last year with port automation here, right? The US wanted to automate all the ports, and there was a huge union strike on it, and like this was literally at the end of Biden's presidency. Um, but a lot of these jobs that you see are union. Um, I will say this though, and like listen, taxi cab unions too. They're gonna put up one hell of a fight with Robo Taxi and Zook and Wink and Dink and Link and whatever the fuck other. Sorry.
You already went off and said it like a madman earlier when I brought up the seal stuff.
Oh yeah. See, what
You
you
are.
did that? You did that on purpose, bro.
I didn't.
The,
I thought you were gonna contain the f bombs, but just get
oh
loud.
my
But
god, you
nope.
did that on dude. You did that on purpose, man. You
You know
just
what?
wanted to
Next
get a
time I'm just
rise
gonna
out.
fine you 120 million euros, like Europe is doing to Elon, and then that way
Dude,
you won't curse anymore.
yeah, dude. Europe. I mean, Europe is literally getting more communist as we speak. It is. And this doesn't really have to do with Europe's freedom of speech right now. This fine. If you guys don't know, um, the European Commission fined X 120 million euros. And I'll read this to you in a second. But it seems like Europe is really overreaching as a government lately, and I don't think it's good, man. I think Europe's on the verge of, I don't know, falling. What do you think?
I don't know. I got.
Were you distracted just now?
Yeah, I was looking at some of the charts that I want to talk about today.
Messing
But
up the flow, man. Messing up the
what's up
flow.
with the fine for? What's the fine for?
Yeah, so on December 5th, 2025, the European Commission hit Elon Musk platform X with a 120 million euro fine, the first major enforcement action under the Digital Service Act for 3 violations, okay? Ready? Running a deceptive paid blue checkmark system that misleads users about account authenticity, maintaining an inadequate and obstructive advertising transparency repository, and blocking researchers' access to public data. The EU ordered X to fix all 3 issues within months under the threat of daily penalties. Musk started. He acted crazy about it. He's doing his thing. He's being very vocal about it on X. Trash talking Europe like he always does, and rightfully so. The irony in this, though, is this. Okay, one of the violations is for oh, where'd it go? It's for what did they do with their ad thing? Deceptive system misleads you. Yeah, but one of their violations was not having transparent advertising, right? Like when it comes to like data and everything. And here's the irony of that. Do you know who Nikita Beer is? You're muted.
No, I do not. Who is that?
So he's the head of product for X. Um, and he caught the EU commissioning account, right, from what they were tweeting from, abusing the X ad platform through an exploit. Uh, he said on X, you logged into your dormant ad account to take advantage of an exploit in our ad composer to post a link that deceives users into thinking it's a video and to artificially increase its reach. As you may be aware, X believes everyone should have an equal voice on our platform. However, it seems you believe that the rules should not apply to your account. Your ad account has been terminated. He followed up. So the EU runs ads on X. They exploited a little bug.
Mm-hmm.
Nikita caught it, and now they got their ad count terminated.
Screw him.
Yeah, and that's what's going on.
But what was it doing with the views? You said, like, getting fake views. You think?
So they were,
You think our view count's fake?
no. So I do have something to say about the algorithm, by the way. So there was this like exploit where like you could like make a video ad, but in like typically like you know people click on it, but as soon as you click the play button, it would take you to a link, right? It would just take you to a website or whatever. Yeah. So like again, I'll read it again. The exploit was to post a link that deceives users into thinking it's a video and to artificially increase its reach. As you may be aware, oh damn, I misread that. But yeah, it was. It's a link disguised as a video. Essentially, was what it is.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I forget. At the time that Elon was helping Trump out, I think he had like 43 different lawsuits going on, mainly all from like 3-letter agencies. Just random fact.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I remember that. Wild.
That's all I really
Anyways,
got for
guys,
world stuff. What about you?
FIFA. I mean, we're not going to dive deep in this at all, but FIFA World Cup's going to be in the United States and in Mexico and Canada. It's going to be the biggest FIFA World Cup event in the world. In case you didn't know, but let's dive into stocks, huh?
Well, you can't just hype it up and then not tell us. When's the next FIFA?
In 2026.
Where in the US?
Oh man, dude, it's going to be in like literally 12 different cities.
Oh, it's like that, huh?
Yeah. It's
That's
going to be in
cool.
12 different states and cities and some like a bunch. And like 3 places in Mexico, 2 places in Canada. Las
Yeah.
Vegas isn't on there, but I believe Los Angeles is, New York, New Jersey. New Jersey threw me off. I don't understand, but all right.
Stocks?
Stocks. Talk about
Okay.
stocks, man.
All right, guys. 2 weeks ago, we talked about CrowdStrike's CRWD. I pulled up the CrowdStrike chart at that time, and we really haven't moved from that price action. And this is after a really strong earnings report. So these guys did 1.23 billion in revenue, which is 22% more year over year. And then they did a 73% increase from the previous year for their ARR, which reached to 4.92 billion. So long story short, the company is absolutely crushing. If you don't know what CrowdStrike does, they do a lot of the monitoring for like login credentials. They monitor for like fake logins, for scam attempts, for like fraud logins, stuff like that. It's a company that I wanted to bring up because they had already sold off about 20% or so No, I'm sorry, 12% or so from the highs before they had their earnings. So it came right back to the area that it broke out before this last run when it ran up to $560. So I was saying to keep an eye out on this stock, on this chart. I still think CrowdStrike is going to be a really, really good runner up to $600. That's like a 15% run from now. If you do options that are pretty, 6 to 8 months out, even sooner, that would be a crazy run. I know there is quite a bit of open interest in order flow on 600 calls. So keep an eye out for CrowdStrike because fundamentally they're crushing it, and technical wise, the chart looks really, really good.
Mm.
And then there are a few other stocks kind of making some headlines. Mainly the airline sector right now. So if you look at the airline sector right now, Delta Airlines and United Airlines are trading extremely close to their previous all-time high, just a few bucks away. When you get really close to all-time high like this, it's a chance for a breakout. The United Airlines chart looks like it's ready for a breakout to new highs. So does the Delta Airlines chart. Two of the airlines that are not moving though is Southwest Airlines. It did kind of get a little bit of like a what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a little sympathy rally. That's the word. Just because the sector is doing pretty decent. But one airline to look up is American Airlines, which is actually I think it is the world's biggest airlines. They are underperforming compared to Delta and United Airlines. We were just trading American Airlines in stock and locked the week before last. They just got upgrades to a $19 target. They're trading at 14.80 right now. One other thing too is as of today, they just bought a few gates at Chicago from Spirit. So if you guys don't know, right, Spirit is going through their bankruptcy. One thing that airlines can do to basically earn some money is to sell their gates at certain airlines. So these airlines
Mm-hmm.
got to pay for these gates. So Spirit sold American Airlines some gates for 30 million. I guess what I'm trying to get at is if United and Delta continue to run, keep a very, very, very good eye out for American Airlines because they haven't broke out as much as United and Delta. Um, and we're coming from really, really, really lows here. Like if you look at like long-term American airline charts, we're coming from lows. But what's a good sign as well is that the volume has been increasing week over week, basically kind of all year. So um, keep an eye out for American Airlines to rally with Delta and United. And then one other sector that I wanted to bring up um, is the hotel sector. So, every time I look at airlines, I also look at hotels too. And hotels are not doing too good. Um, I know in Vegas, you guys have probably seen the trend on social media that like people are saying Vegas is dead. Vegas is dead. Vegas is not really dead. But people are just doing Vegas like differently now. It's a much different Vegas. But these hotels that have been ran like poorly are having some issues, like the Fountain Blue and the Resort World. They're getting cooked. So anyway, I wanted to look at the entire hotel sector, and I did. I looked at like Marriott, I looked at like the Las Vegas Sands, yada yada. Wynn continues to outperform all of the hotel stocks. It did pump to like 132. Now it's back down to like 127. But we were trading Wynn a few weeks ago. Actually, fuck, oop, shit. It's been like two months now. Kind of wish that I was still holding because this thing has been running. It did start to consolidate all the way from October to now, guys. So if it breaks out of just that previous resistance we had over like 135, we could see Win hit 144 bucks to 148 bucks up to like 150. So there's quite a bit of good movement here at Win, and they're doing really good compared to all of the other hotels.
Do you ever just walk in the wind and be like, I'm a shareholder?
I don't have
And
any
you see
shares.
what
That's the
and you
thing.
see what and you see what your investments going towards. It's
But
an
I've only traded
immaculate thing.
options. You know what,
I
dude?
felt the same way. I felt the same way when I walked to the Palantir headquarter office in San Fran. It's like,
I'm just gonna that's like those memes you see. It's like you on the earnings call because you own one share of
oh,
a stock.
how you be in the earnings call when you own one share?
Yeah. Or I actually just sent a really funny one to Jordan. It was
Dude, Blasco's FIFA is super corrupt. Did you guys watch that documentary a while ago about FIFA's corruption? Insane.
no.
So wild. Holy crap.
What
Like
happened?
dude, it's dude, FIFA pretty much used to just like correct me if I'm wrong, Blast, but they used to just sell like basically sell and bid like where they're going to have the World Cup pretty much. And they're probably still doing it. But like you would always wonder, okay, bro, why is like sometimes people would wonder why is the World Cup being hosted in such a random area or some absolute shithole? Why is the World Cup being hosted there? Dude, there was like because bro, on the FIFA council or whatever, there's a lot of dirty hands touching each other. It's this huge thing. It's this huge thing, man. You got to look into it. So I know. Have you all heard of the Frontier Go Wild Pass? If you haven't, it's a cheap way to fly. Yeah, I've heard about it, but I absolutely hate Frontier. Uh, mm-hmm. Yep. You're muted.
Whoops. Yeah, FIFA. So it's some money laundering or what?
I wouldn't even call it money laundering.
I
I
know, he's
call it
messing.
like I call it theft.
Dude, that's kind of what we think about F1. We're like, how do they get their money back, dude? They spend
Oh,
so much.
you know some shit's going on with that, bro.
Runs
Just
deep
like
all the way down to Sicily. I know the Italian mafia is involved somehow.
it's just too many big pockets for so little return.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, guys, streaming wars. By the way, there's a really funny South Park episode about stream wars. So you guys should check it out. So if you guys don't know, Netflix has been trying to buy out Warner Bros. Studios. Okay.
Where are they with that? Because I heard it was like it was agreed upon already. They just got to put pen to paper.
Well, that's what was going to happen. And so basically Netflix offered them $27 a share. Very fair price. If you look up Warner Brothers stock, it has pumped to $27. The breakout started in September 6th, 7th, and 8th when insiders definitely knew. But this thing pumped up and has gone to 27 bucks. It pumped up 4% today and pumped up more again. Why did it pump up more?
We
I'll
must
tell
be
you why.
insiders, bro.
Because Paramount came in and said, we're going to give they went straight to the shareholders and said, we're going to give you guys $30 a share.
Wow.
We're going to buy this.
We're gonna up the ante.
Yeah. But if you look at Netflix and Paramount stock, they've both declined a lot. Obviously, they have a big purchase coming up, but Netflix has become an absolute behemoth, from starting as like this like DVD mailing company, which by the way came out in 97. It's been that long, dude.
Bro, I remember, dude, my dad used to get all those
I
DVDs
thought
mailed in all
Netflix
the
came out
time.
like 10 years ago.
What?
I know. Time's crazy.
Dude, they were
Netflix was competing with those red box things too. You remember?
that was their first target. They're like, how can we make these? How can we make
Obsolete.
this more efficient? How can we make these obsolete?
Yeah.
How do we make Blockbuster obsolete? Yeah,
So
dude. I remember my dad used to get all the DVDs in the mail all the time.
right. So these guys have like 300 plus million subscribers. HBO has like 120 plus million. Of course, there's going to be some overlapping, right? Like I have an HBO and I have a Netflix, right? It's not going to be
Yeah,
all
yeah.
new people, but theoretically, it could be an increase of 33% of new customers. And then you would have to imagine what? That at least half or 75. Did I say something funny? Was it the way that I expressed it?
No, I had to sneeze. Go on, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
So anyway, so let's say even 20% of those customers are now new customers. That's a 20% boost in sales. That's like absolutely bonkers. So, long story short, legacy media is dead. Streaming is in. Legacy. What is wrong with you?
Sorry, bro. Hold on, let me.
Are you okay?
I can't believe you didn't see that.
What did I miss? Did you have a flashback to the chick you had over?
No.
Dude, how did I miss that? The straw and the gawk,
bro. I was
bro.
trying to catch it. It was like in a weird angle, and it looked mad
We're
crazy,
we're supposed to be looked at as professionals on this
dude.
stream. I can't look like a professional
It looked
when you're
crazy. Like
gawking.
I was trying to catch the straw. I was like, like it was like moving around. Like
I can't wait to watch this recording. James, timestamp it. It's at about 46 minutes. Sicko. He is a professional.
pause. All right.
Speaking of stocks, let's keep going, guys.
Yeah.
Strong companies here, right? Netflix looks like they're going to be a strong company. Two more strong companies to give a shout out to, guys. Slow clap for Carvana and slow clap for CRH.
Dude,
They're going to be added into the S&P 500 as of December 22nd.
This threw me off, man. This whole time I thought Carvana was like on its last leg. Apparently they came back from the
They
grave.
shifted.
Wow, what did they do to change? Do you know? I don't know if you know, but do you know what they did to like turn things around?
I don't know. I just know that you could buy a car like a vending machine over there.
That dude, and they're very competitive with their buying. Like really competitive. They're probably the most competitive.
Wow.
With their buying, with their car buying.
Even more than CarMax, huh?
They're like toe and toe, but way better than a
Okay.
dealership, to be honest.
Well, in that news, LKQ, which I forget the name of the company, is leaving the S&P 500, and then MHK, which is Mohawk Industrial or Mohawk something. It's a good thing they're leaving the S&P 500 because no company in the S&P 500 should be called Mohawk. But LKQ and MHK are out of the S&P 500. Guys, this goes back to what I'm not going to be the first one to say it. So many other pros have said this. This has been a rule of thumb for a long time. Guys, what's a bulletproof strategy, not financial advice, is just investing in the S&P 500. Because it's not like if you invest in the S&P 500, if one of those companies starts to do terrible, right? Let's say like one of your coins or one of your meme coins start to do terrible, right? The
Get out of here.
market, the market exactly says, get out of here. You're not good enough. And they bring in a new company. It's always the top 500 companies of the world. How can you go wrong investing in a dynamic top 500 of all the companies in the world? You kind of can't. So
What
I buy S&P 500 on a weekly basis, and I buy Bitcoin on a weekly basis with my
That's so hot.
paychecks.
Quick question. How do you, for the people that don't know, or someone that's new, or someone, because when I go live, dude, I get a ton of questions of people that are just getting into stocks or just starting out investing. What's the best stock to buy? How do I buy it? What should I do? Yada, yada, yada. I only have this much. How should, whatever. How do you recommend buying the S&P 500 for someone that's just getting into stocks?
You
QQQ, VOO.
you could just buy SPY.
Just buy
SPY.
SPY.
Yeah, SPY.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best SPY. Just
Do
buy
you know?
SPY. Webull has a reoccurring investing option. Robinhood, if you want to go to a lower tier platform that's a little bit easier to use, you could go to Robinhood. I recommend Webull. Any of those accounts, you could. And what's cool about both of them is you can do fractional shares, just like you can do Bitcoin. So if you want to buy $10 of the S&P 500, S&P 500 every single month, you can, right? 10, 20, whatever it is. Pretty much a bulletproof strategy.
Mm, mm. Is there any other index funds or ETFs you like?
Just buy, dude. Top 500 companies. It's like all of the decision making is done for you, because like, you know how like, even considering like these stocks, well, I mean, maybe not Tesla and whatever is not the best one to compare them to, but when you're investing in companies like Tesla, let's say PayPal or Nike, whatever it is, right? You have to dissect their earnings, this and that, and you have to see for the long term, are you buying it at a good price? And then you right, you also have to have you have to have the conviction that it's going to do good in the long run. So instead of having to do all of that research, why not just go into the S&P 500? Sure, some of these stocks can have 20, 30% gains in a year, but S&P 500 right now, the average is getting higher and higher by the year. It's like 14% now. Just a few years ago, it was like 12.
Dude, and their goal keeps increasing too. It's awesome. Yeah. Right
Oh,
on,
cool.
man.
Cool. Did we get a new customer at 5 o'clock?
It's Kunar. Or
Oh, finally, he got in the Discord.
he's actually watching right now too.
He is, buddy. Welcome. I've been texting Justin almost every day. I said, "Where's this guy? Is he coming in the Discord or what?"
Yeah, that's I hope I'm not saying his name wrong.
Kunal?
Is it Kunal? Kunal? Yeah, Kunal. There you go. Hi guys. Kunal. Kunal, welcome to Stock Lock, man.
What's up,
You're gonna
buddy?
have a blast. Make sure you schedule
We've
your
been waiting for
one-on-one
you,
with
man.
me. Make sure you go on the portal, schedule your one-on-one with me. That's important. And we gotta, yeah, and we just, we gotta give you the lay of the land on how everything works.
Yep. This is just so you get the best out of what you paid for, man. All right, man. That dude, I'm pretty gassed out from the stock talk. What you got for us on crypto?
Yeah, we'll make crypto quick, guys. All right. First things first, massive crypto scheme in Europe just got busted about $815 million worth. Let me read this off to you. Before we get into it, just so you know, a lot of this information hasn't been released yet, meaning the name of the group, what platforms they were running, but it was a pretty significant takedown. A sprawling crypto investment fraud network that stole and laundered more than 700 million euros, $850 million has been dismantled following coordinated raids across Europe. The criminal group ran a slew of fake crypto trading platforms that promised high returns through slick marketing campaigns. And Europol announced this on Thursday. Victims drawn in by sophisticated ads were funneled into call centers where operators used social engineering tactics to coax further deposits or coax further deposits. Once funds were transferred, they were siphoned away and laundered through a maze of blockchains and exchanges. The first wave of action on October 17th saw coordinated raids in Cyprus, Germany, and Spain, resulting in 9 arrests and the seizure of bank funds, crypto assets, cash, electronics, and luxury goods. A second sweep on November 25th, 26 targeted affiliated marketing infrastructure that fed the scheme, disrupting the companies behind fraudulent ad campaigns and data harvesting operations used to identify potential victims. Yeah, investigators say the scheme involved far beyond a single scam site, operating multiple fraudulent platforms supported by sophisticated financial and advertising infrastructure, with arrests made and key servers seized. Authorities will continue tracing assets linked to the network across Europe and beyond. Guys, this reminds me, and this is just good housekeeping, right? If a random number's calling you, and you're not expecting a call or anything. We live in a day and age where 9.99 times out of 10, that's a scam phone call. Especially if you get a random text with a link, 9.999 times out of 10, that's a scam link. Your phone call is a social engineering tactic to take all of your money. So I know it seems remedial, but let's make sure you stay on top of that, because these things are getting ever so sophisticated, like you just read here. Anyways, who's at Art Basel right now? Who lives in Miami?
It's crazy that all these scams now are becoming like social engineering scams.
Dude, I mean, like the technology is just continuously being upgraded and patched, right? Like, it's just ever so evolving, and sometimes you only can rely on social engineering. And humans just don't normally get smarter, they get dumber.
It's true. That's why AI is going to kill us all. Beeple is making headways. These robots are going to kill us.
Yeah, who was at Art Basel? Anyone in the chat? Were you guys at Art Basel? Did you guys see the Beeple activation?
My Instagram was giving me so much FOMO this whole week with GT in Abu Dhabi and then freaking Basel. Oh my god.
I'm gonna pull this up.
All the thickies were out.
They were, huh? Makes you want to growl, don't it?
Yeah, dude. Woof.
I'm gonna share this video and I'm gonna describe to you guys what it is. This is the main talking point right now in crypto, and it's honestly pretty cool. Yeah, but let's.
Can you tell us about the pooping mechanism?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys can see my screen, right? You see these robots?
Yep. I'm sure you guys all saw these, dude. They're crazy good looking too.
Let me explain what this is, guys. Obviously these are Boston Dynamic robots, the robot dogs with heads on them and billionaire heads, like Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, like you see there. I think I saw Kim Jong-un too on one of them.
Elon's there also.
Yeah, Elon, Andy Warhol too. So it's like a mixture of prominent figures in this world. But anyways, so what you see here, so what these robots do is they poop out these little photos. These photos are actually AI generated art that the robots take from the crowd. So if you actually go on OpenSea, right, you'll see the artwork, and it's literally pictures of the crowd, and then it's filtered through various different artists in the NFT space.
It's so cool.
Famous artists in the world, and it will spit out an image of the photo of what that artist's style would look like. And So these are actually, and you would pick these things up, right? And you would claim the actual NFT, and then you would mint it through whatever process they have onto the blockchain, and it was completely free. The floor on these NFTs are I think right now they're 8 ETH, but again, 8
Buddy,
ETH, they're
10.5, my friend.
10.5 now. Okay. So 10.5
There's only
ETH.
93, dude.
Well, there's about 100 and something overall, but like, are you just looking at listed?
Yeah. Well, no, all.
185 items.
Oh yeah, duh. I'm looking at the owners like a dum dum.
Yeah,
But
owners 93,
so this
185
thing
and
only printed out 185 times, and then whoever was smart enough to take the stuff off the ground made 30 grand for free.
34 grand. Yeah.
Sick,
I mean,
dude.
dude, it's
I
a
keep saying I'm
Beeple.
gonna go to Basel for my birthday. Basel for my birthday. Don't go. Next year I'm going, and then I'm going right to Russia after for New Year's for my mom's birthday.
I mean, dang, dude, what an activation, man.
Damn it.
What an activation. Very cool, man. But yeah, that's been going viral all over crypto Twitter.
I gotta do a Basel Miami birthday one of these years, dude.
You're such a Basel guy.
I've never been. Can't even be a
Neither have
Basel
I.
guy.
I know, but if Basel was a person, it'd be you.
Thanks. I think.
Dazzle, razzle, dazzle.
Basel.
Were the prices crazy this year, guys? Were they insane more than how usually insane they are? We shall find out. Anyways, in other news in crypto, Terra Classic, man, ran up 160% to front run Do Kwon's upcoming sentence. Because you guys don't know who Do Kwon was the founder of Terra Luna, and he's going to jail for the crypto financial collapse last cycle. Lots of people lost a lot of money with that. And other news, Coinbase is reopening in India after a 2-year pause. Will allow cash deposits in 2026. This is kind of significant. This is going to bring a lot of liquidity to the market, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, am I on mute? Sorry, I was bringing
No.
up file. Nope. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Could.
Mhm.
Could for sure. Guys, did you get in wrecked? Fodi's call out on wrecked? Chat?
Yeah, did you guys get an erect token? That DC and erect? Did you guys get an erect?
Where you did not get wrecked?
The rect does the opposite.
It got you maybe erect with your portfolio.
Wow. Yeah,
No?
guys. So wreck, man. I mean, listen. Aside from the X Games partnership that X Game is teasing, right, dude? First of all,
Kudos.
being the energy drink of the X Games is pretty huge. For the longest time, wasn't it Red Bull
Yeah.
or Monster?
Or
Well,
Monster.
anyways, it was either Monster or Red Bull, right? Like that's pretty huge. If you don't, dude, Rect Energy is, dude. If you guys don't know who like Rect Mondo is or OSF, like these guys have been in the crypto space for like a hard minute, and they strictly came from crypto. But they have an NFT collection. They have uh, some cool like DeFi ecosystem things too as well, and they have an awesome crypto newsletter that they put out every week. So do we though. Stocklocked has a really good newsletter. You should check it out. And yeah, and now they have an energy drink. And the past couple months, dude, their drink's been selling out in 7-Eleven like constantly. Like they can't keep it on the shelves. And
Yeah.
now, man, now now it looks like they're gonna become the drink of the X Games, and Wrecked is their token.
Don't they have a flavor called liquidated lime?
Yeah, their flavors are like trading lingo too, or like crypto lingo, which is pretty cool.
Sweet.
But yeah,
Yeah, liquidated lime. I just looked it up.
what other ones are there? There's like a
They have liquidated lime, based lime, moon crush, liquid gold. They have abstract apple and raspberry. They have shipwrecked. They have Jupiter drops and liquidated
Jupiter.
lime. I feel like only based lime and like liquidated lime are like the most crypto-y. The other ones are like whatever.
You would like lime though. You like lime? Like lime is your thing?
No, I like the name liquidated lime. It's hilarious. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Do you know what Jupiter drops means?
Oh yeah, from Jupiter. Why did I say it like that? Jupiter.
Abstract apple.
Jupiter. Shipwrecked, like from OpenSea.
Yeah, an abstract apple for the abstract Pudgy Penguins' chain.
Dude, don't get me started with these penguins, okay?
Dude, it's world domination with them. Okay, bro, Pengu is down 92%, and
It was the
I
biggest
think
psyop, and you guys fell for it.
I think I'm gonna start DCing into it.
Oh, it's a psyop, dude. Don't do it. It's done.
Why is it psyop? Psyop.
It's just a cult, bro. It's over. It's done.
I beg to differ, man.
Pengu's dead.
If it's bottom, bro, it's pretty bottomed. It's pretty like, dude, you're down. How much? I mean, you can get to 99%.
Dude, yeah, it got wrecked.
Mm-hmm. Throw a few shekels at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can hurt?
Nah.
Throw a few shekels on it. Forget about it. Don't even look at it.
Nah. Anyway, what else you got? Anything else for crypto, big dog?
No, that's pretty much it. Other than Binance is now operating in Abu Dhabi instead of the Cayman Islands. They got licensed over there. Not that crazy of news. To be honest, that's pretty much it for crypto, man.
Okay. Guys, community news. Community news. So, it is the Christmas season coming up, as we know. For you Stock Unlocked members, we are going to be closed Christmas Eve, and then we are back in office December 29th and December 30th. And then we are out of office again January 31st, 1st, and 2nd. And then we are right back. Stock market's going to be closed for most of the days that I mentioned. Crypto market's going to be pretty dead for most of those days that I mentioned. We will be running on a skeleton crew. If you have any emergencies, just open a ticket, a help ticket in the Discord. Somebody will answer. With that said, for everybody that signed up to the Lucra beta, we're going to be rolling out 10 invites at a time. Maybe a day, maybe every 2 days, maybe every 3 days. Start looking for some beta invites in your email Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay. Also, you guys saw my announcement with the potential prizes. I will let you guys know the official Stock Unlocked holiday tournament with the potential grand prize of a Rolex and many other grand prizes like $2,000 in Solana, a MacBook Air, an iPhone 17 Pro,
Wow.
some more money, and
DSL.
I have it on good authority. If we do crazy good volume, which we've done before in this community many months when the market was hot, though, if we do 250 million in volume, we'll get a second Rolex to give out. It's not that hard, guys. We've had months where we've done 700 million. 250. We got this. So stay tuned for official holiday tournament news by the end of this week from MEXC. Lucre invites will go out at the end of this week. My birthday is Saturday, so I will be off on Friday. I will not. No, I'm sorry. My birthday is Friday. Is it Friday?
It's Saturday.
Is
No,
it
it's
on Saturday?
Friday. It's Friday.
No, it is Friday. Yeah, guys, it's my birthday
Friday.
on Friday. I'm not coming into work. Monday, I'm going to be a half day. So I'm not coming into work Friday. Yeah, that's all.
I know there's a lot of new people watching. These tournaments we're talking about are only for members. Only for members of Stock and Lock, just so you know.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're trying to win a free Rolex, then sign up for Stock and Lock.
Can't just be giving Rolex out to everybody. If you guys want to see the last Rolex we gave away, just go on our Stock Unlocked YouTube and type in "we gave our member a Rolex away," and you guys can look at the cool vlog where we gave the last Rolex away. We'll be doing that again this year. I just want a roly with a diamond on my chain, something like that. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll see the members on the trading floors. Everyone else, we'll see you guys next Monday. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Market Tape.
Yeah. Make sure you like and subscribe on our YouTube. Thank you.